All right, everyone, this is Have No Pity. I'm here with LPNF, and we are casting the RD2L ESD Saturday League. This is going to be week number 6, and the teams are EM Peru versus Week Old Food, right?
Yes.
Week Old Food.
Both these guys are in a scrum for 5th place in the division, with 1 adjusted point, so they're both averaging 1 point per week. Depending on how many teams make the playoffs, they're both going to have to start winning right now if they want to have a prayer at it. So a bit of pressure.
Radiant's ban.
Yeah, they'll have to win out to have a shot at the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, at this point in the season, it starts to become a very funny math game where, you know, maybe you can make it, maybe you can't. You got to win out all your games, so everyone's stressed about every game.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, you got to win out to the top of the division and then knock off your last week
5
match,
seconds.
so they get a loss. So I think it might. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and figure it
Reserve
out.
time.
It might be possible, but who knows? Maybe they'll just decide it's the opportunity to pull out their Meepo strats now that they're out of the running.
That's right. It's time. It's time for Meepo and Axe.
Anyway, we
So-
casted EMP a couple weeks ago.
Let's see.
I didn't really
burning a
notice.
lot of reserve time for their first ban, which is a little funny. All for a like it. I don't know if they're in the middle of doing research. Floydian, I believe, is the division admin for this division, right? Or is he?
No, he's Monday or something.
Oh, okay. He's a different admin.
Radiant's ban.
So we see the like and ban out. This guy still standard ban material. Everyone bans him.
Yeah, he's fallen out a little bit of necessarily being a first ban, but still definitely a good choice. And it looks like both teams are trying to ban out the push.
10 seconds
Yeah.
to go.
Death
5
Prophet can be
seconds.
very hard to deal with in certain situations. A lot of times when she's augmented with a secondary hero, she becomes a very formidable
Reserve
pusher. On her own,
time.
she's okay, but she's a little weak, so you can't just, dive towers yourself. You're going to get ganked and beat up.
Yeah, I mean, there are ways to deal with her, like blink initiation. You just kind of get in there and
ban.
kill her.
Yeah.
Try to stun her down before she can get her Yules off or whatever defensive item she picked. But, if Week Old Food's been having trouble with early game pushes throughout the season, then yeah, fair enough. Still
Yeah.
striking out, does tons of damage.
All right, so we
And of
see
course-
10 seconds to
Invoker
go.
ban out, standard ban. No one likes dealing with
5
the Invoker
seconds.
anymore.
Pretty normal stuff from me in Peru. We'll see if Week Old Food does something a little bit unique here.
Reserve time.
Getting into the reserve time already.
You know, one thing that's been very interesting to me is we've seen this parity between pro banning and still a little bit of the amateur banning, where Batrider has become a first picker ban now again. In the pro scene, you see it, especially with the Chinese teams. Every game, it's a pick or a ban, and now with the amateur leagues, no one's really even considering Batrider again. So I'd like to see if he comes back.
Well, the thing with Bad Rider is you can't afford to mess up early because you have to get the blink dagger on
Radiant's
time.
pick.
Otherwise,
Yes.
you can't do anything.
Yes, for
So
sure.
if you're worried that you're because normally it's played as kind of an off lane, so if you're worried you're not going
Dyer's
to manage
pick.
it, actually, as we're saying that, it is banned.
Yeah, so they've caught up to the pro meta now, and the Treant Protector immediately picked. This guy's coming back. I'm trying to think of a reason why he's coming back right now, but still, he's kind of the same super strong lane support that he's always been. Maybe Pylite Eyes play with him recently, and people have realized that Leech Seed is really good in lane.
He's popular in general. You can do level 1 Leech Seed, be
10
aggressive, and then
seconds to
build up
go.
the living armor later. So you can run him defensive, tri-lane, and use that
5
to help
seconds.
out offensive tri-lane. He does a lot of damage. Good hero. And you can scout around with the invivs. So
Reserve time.
another thing is he's good against Centaur, so we'll see if Week Old Food want to go into that, because you can use the Overgrowth to kind of counter the Stampede pretty effectively with
Yes.
a relatively low value ult.
Yeah, good hero for that, and I guess he is kind of the meta counter pick to Centaur right now. And he kind of, I think people are starting to play a little more aggressively in their tri lanes again.
Dyer's
Aggressive
pick.
tri lane died out for a while, and now I think it's coming back a little bit more. And I think that when that happens, Treant Protector comes back a little bit because of living armor.
Yeah, and also Leech Seed and the base damage, because you have to figure out ways to do more than like the normal amount of damage per hero in a
Yes.
tri lane.
Radiant's pick.
And he can do that with, I think Leech Seed does a lot of damage, and then obviously the 80 damage right clicks.
Pretty
You
big.
see Lion Magnus.
I love this. I'm excited. I mean, Lion. I love Lion as a hero. I've always loved Lion as a hero. I've always wished people played him more. I think he gives whatever lane he's in so much incredible versatility. He never runs out of mana, so you don't have to worry about, he's not one of those supports like Rubik where, I
seconds to
really need my
go.
mana boost before I can do anything. And Finger of Death is just
5
amazing.
seconds.
Well, that's true. On the other hand, without a little bit of levels, he's not going to have the mana either. Because
Reserve
if you go
time.
1-2 into Impale and Hex, then you're going to start running into mana problems again.
You can,
Once he
and
gets ult, his mana pool starts becoming an issue.
yes, but once you get his ult off in a fight, you've done your job. You do one disable and an ult, and you've already done more than a lot of other supports do in a team fight that early.
That's true. The question here is whether they could be going for the big RP into Aghanim's Finger of Death combo.
I mean,
Which, if they're going to first pair pick these two, then you have to imagine that's what they have in mind.
yeah, no problem. Just farming Ags on your Lion, and then easy.
So the question is,
5 minutes tops.
is it going to be a support Lion, or are they going to try to figure out some other way to do this?
They could. The only way I can see him not being a support line is if you run Mag off lane, Lion mid, which you could do. Absolutely, it's a good strategy, but not
about this?
that common.
Off-lane Mag, safe lane Lion, mid Shadow Fiend, get the Lion off to a fast Blink Dagger so he can gank, and the Shadow Fiend can always keep us from.
Radiant's banned.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. I think right now, right before TI4, we're seeing a
Dyer's
very
ban.
flexible meta with people moving heroes around, and especially with Cloud9's success recently. I think they're pushing teams into being a little more
Radiant's
inventive.
banned.
Let's look at this. Things are starting to move fast. We have a Shadow Shaman pickup from EM Peru, quick Darkseer ban from Weak Old Food, and equally quick Ancient Apparition ban from EM Peru. I like the AA ban because
Yes.
it looks like Weak Old Food's going for some kind of wombo combo.
Sand
You
King
get the
ban.
AoE Finger of Death.
Dyer's
Well, Sand
banned.
King, same idea. So they're looking for a big AoE team fight. They ban out two great heroes for that. And the Darkseer is an interesting ban because it almost looks like Weak Old Food would want that unless they're banning or offlaning a mag already.
Yeah, you would think. It kind of raises a
10
few
seconds
questions.
to
I don't really
go.
know why. Maybe they know a player on EM Peru is good with Darkseer.
5
That's
seconds.
always a possibility. But either way, we do see the
Reserve
two Wombo
time.
combo players banned out. I'm surprised AA made it this far, honestly. As much as I lauded the Lion, it's much more common to pick up the AA first if you're going
Or
to
the
pick up a
Sand King.
support. Or the
Either
Sand
one
King,
of
yeah.
those.
Sand King's kind of popular right now as well.
I mean, Sand King has a big advantage of he can kind of jungle after it gets a couple levels to make sure you get the blink.
Dyer's
Lion's
big.
going to be reduced to pulling and ganking. Then the Mirana ban for Weak Old Food, which, perfectly fair. I mean, honestly, they could have gone for it instead.
Yeah,
But,
another great hero that either team could have been strong with. I think Moronic almost fits into anything, like wombo combo, offlaning, carrying, ganking.
10 seconds to go.
I think one thing they should have banned, I think they should have taken the Mirana and then banned like a
5
Nature's
seconds.
Prophet.
Yeah,
Because if they're going to go for this big wombo combo team fight, I'd be worried about Prophet kind of putting the pressure to another
Reserve
lane
time.
while you're trying to set up for that.
yeah.
So you want Force, okay. Timbersaw,
Radiant's pick.
Lion is a
Offlane,
support,
of course.
Mag's a mid.
looks like it, and Timbersaw is going to add more AoE damage in that combo.
Yeah, he's just
So-
a scary X Factor hero. Hey, I will be right back. I got to check on one thing, so if you can keep doing the draft, I'll be right back.
Sure. Okay, EM Peru taking their time, going into some really, really strong team fight from Weak Old Food, and I don't think they're really prepared to do that. They have good push, they have good counter push with the tree,
10
or at least
seconds to go.
kind of tower healing. So I think they're going to want to look in some kind of split pushing a hero
5 seconds.
like Animage, the Nature's Prophet, something like that to keep the pressure
Reserve
off,
time.
so they don't have to engage if they don't want to. And they're taking the time to see if they want to decide to go. So I guess the two choices here: either pick your own team fights and go toe to toe,
10 seconds
pick
to
some
go.
kind of early aggression so you can push into Weak Old Food before they're ready to fight,
5
or
seconds.
split push. So they go for the Weaver. It's going to be the split push kind of
Dire
approach here, I
pick.
think. Obviously, if Weaver kind of gets caught into the combo, he's just going to die. And the Lion is already going to present problems for him with the two disables. You can hex off the Lincolns, then impale him, or the other way around. You can mana drain off the Lincolns and then hex him. You got all kinds of options.
Yeah,
So
they
a little bit of a, oh, you're here again. Okay.
they should be able to deal with the Weaver, but again, you can just pick the Weaver with the Treant because
10 seconds
it's
to
a good
go.
combo. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, they'll have to deal with
Radiant's
him well,
pick.
but at the same time, it's also a little bit stronger than a solo Weaver. So
Yeah, and then he's gonna kind of give that like kind of pressure release valve, I guess, where if We Gold Food's kind of grouping up, ready to fight, the Weaver can go off to another lane, push that out, be evasive.
Yep.
We Gold Food's going to grab a Luna, which, again, still just kind of that mid-game teamfight-oriented
10
pick.
seconds to go.
And Luna will be able to carry just fine against the
5
Weaver, I
seconds.
think.
Yes. Both kind of an equal level of carry, in my opinion. So I like both of these
Reserve
drafts. I
time.
think We Go Food.
Phantom assassin.
Whoa. Okay. This just got a
Diarrhea.
lot more greedy for me in Peru. So
So I think one of these is going to be mid. I don't think you want to do an offlane Weaver against Lion and Luna already. It's going to be really hard. And mid, Phantom Assassin
10
has gotten
seconds to go.
a little bit popular on the pro level. By a little bit, I mean like
5 seconds.
like
once or twice.
EE plays him. Her.
Yeah. Right. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what they're going for.
Reserve time.
Yeah,
And-
I'm really afraid that they're thinking of offlane Weaver, safe lane, PA, tri lane with someone else mid and not putting one of these heroes mid. If they do that, it's going to be very hard. They're going to have a very uphill battle with that Weaver.
Yeah. That said, it's entirely possible to go aggressive with these three. Protector, Shaman, Weaver.
It is, but you're going to be going
10
aggressive
seconds to
into
go.
a Lion, Luna, and
Radiance
something.
ban.
Shouldn't be too hard as long as you initiate onto the Lion when you start fighting. If you can bring
Yes.
him down, he's squishy and weak. Shouldn't be too hard. So, they might, if they're going to go that, I expect to see a ban of a strong tri-lane support here. Visage,
10
maybe.
seconds to go.
Also, possibly something like
Disruptor.
Different idea.
Dire's
But the
big.
Disruptor would be very good for this Wombo
With the
combo
Wombo.
setup.
And we see the puck ban out from Weeko Food. So Weeko Food does believe that EmP is going to do this. They do think that EmP is going to go with an off-lane Weaver and a carry PA. And they go with a Dazzle. So I really like this. It's not quite as Wombo
Radiance
combo
pick.
as their other supports, but it kind of gives you that sustainability. The heal does quite a bit of damage if you get them all grouped up. And Weave is a great spell, if you're trying to do a big team fight.
Yeah, Luna Dazzle's already like a very potent kind of mid-game pushing combo. Tusk. You see a mid-Tusk. Interesting. So, I haven't seen a whole lot of Tusk like at all recently, and I'm not totally sure. You might have big plans for that revamped snow. Oh, you know what you can do? Once they initiate,
Snowball out.
Tusk stays out of range and sucks all the guys you're initiating on into the snowball. So
As long as
That has to be
as long as Tusk stays in range, he should be able to cast his snowball in the cast animation time of RP.
So I guess that has to be the plan. And
Everybody
I'm
get
really
set.
curious to see if it works. Because if they get a little bit behind, they're going to be in big trouble with
Yes.
PA and Weaver needing big farm.
This will be interesting. So let's go through the players. For EmP, we've got Young Choppa playing the Tree and Protector, going top with PA played by Blinding Hack and Arist playing the Shadow Shaman. So it's going to be an aggressive tri-lane. We see Floydian, the captain. Mid is Tusk. And then we see Izanami. I don't remember him from last time. He's going to be playing the Safe Lane Weaver.
He played
See-
that safe lane Lich that
Yes.
hung out in farm for like an hour. Not literally, but then over here on Week Old Food, we have King Reptar on the Timber Saw, Kazi on the Mid Magnus, Jora on the Carry Luna, and then
30 seconds to
what's
go.
this guy's name? Zanik and Justed on the supports, Lion and Dazzle, respectively.
If you go with hard names, guys, PSA, we're just going to say your hero names. You're not going to get any reps, so...
I don't know why,
easy
but
names.
it's really hard. Zanik's name when he's moving. Anyway, looks like Zanik's got the fish stick.
Yes. Have you seen Roshan as a fish? It's really
And
funny.
they're off.
All right, so let's take a look. Creep blocking by Blinding Hack on the PA. Top, there might be going... It actually does look like they're going for First Blood here. They have both their supports hiding in the trees. And
I don't know
with
about this.
with the Shackles and the right clicks of Tree Protector, maybe they can get it. Dazzle
Yeah.
does skill Shadow Wave already, so he's not going to be able to emergency skill a Shallow Grave.
And in the meantime, Kazi decided to not block mid, instead guarding the runes, so Floydine has it up on his hill. I guess
Very
with two
nice.
melees, it's not a huge idea.
All right, so here they go top.
deal.
They're rotating in. Are they going to go unjusted? They are going to go unjusted indeed. The ping comes out on him. They get the hold, and oh man, this is so much damage. He's going to go down, no question. And they might be able to get Jor here as well. Xanax is able to get an impale out, but you got to be careful, man. When is Leech Seed going to be up again? Not soon enough.
Yeah, he's not going to have the mana. Well, he will in a few seconds, I guess.
No, you don't.
He takes down about a 7th or an 8th of Luna's health a hit. So that was quite successful, able to get that first blood. It was kind of shown by one of those stats guys recently. The first blood actually is not as big a deal as people make it to be.
Yeah, but I think in a try versus try with the first blood in there, it's going to be a big deal. I think it was Young Choppa getting it.
Yeah, it was.
He bought a shield. I would have liked to see boots.
I think getting your if you're going for first blood, I think it's more important to get it on a support because that early burst of gold is actually more valuable in your lane than getting it on your carry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why I'd like to see if you gotta get the boots up.
Ping
on
out
Choppa.
on Lion.
He
Are they
could,
going to go? No.
On these squishy supports, the Treant can just kind of bear down on him if he has the boots. So
We see a X ping out by Lion. I don't know what he's indicating. This tri lane, anyways, we see a pull miss. Not quite a stack. Bottom lane, let's take a look here real quick. Is it not me? Is going to have no problem with this lane.
on the other hand, he's already down quite a bit in CS.
Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe King Reptar is just playing some solid tree. Or just not tree, Timbersaw, the anti-tree. Looks like he just doesn't care. He's got 1-1-1 up right now. Not too worried. Young Choppa's just standing here and like getting this creep. He doesn't even care about the right clicks. Pings out on Blinding Hack. He might be in trouble. Oh, but they have a Treant Protector. Oh, the fish. The fish flopping. Are they going to be able to get Jorah? The Leech Seed does come out. One right click.
Yeah.
Oh, man. 90 base damage, no problem. Arist might go unjusted here, but playing a dangerous game. Oh, no, maybe he's not so dangerous. 1, 2, 3. Heal. Are they going to be able to get Hack? No, Hack does not go down.
Assassination is
3-0 in this
nature's
lane.
way.
If we took a look at kill deaths, 2 of the kills going to Young Choppa, 1 kill going to Blinding Hack.
And Choppa did get the boots now, so this lane is... I mean, at some point you have to change it up here. I mean, if they keep feeding like this, and they're not getting any farm...
This is one of the
and they're
situations...
just giving away kills.
Oh, yeah. And this is one of the situations that our team was in this week where you start losing a tri lane and you're like, well, crap, this is our plan. Like, what do we do? And the answer is you change it. Like, anything is better than doing what you're doing. And that's what you have to remind yourself when you're in this type of situation.
Jesus. Adjusted is still level 1. They
Yeah.
really want to get level 2 on him. The Grave would be really big in these fights.
They need it. They need it 100%.
But,
And
he's
really...
way back. I don't know
Oh,
if
and
he's
Mag
doing
actually kills Tusk mid. I did not see that kill.
solid stuff. And that was... He did not
Radiant's
use
mid tower's getting
But he's not a
banged
6
up.
yet.
reverse
Doesn't
polarity, yeah.
And it looks like Arist actually cuts through the trees here to get even more
Radiant's
kills.
mid tower could use
That's Arist's thing. He did that last time on the Shadow
Yeah,
Deep.
he did. Oh, that was crazy.
Arist just the maestro of offensive tri-lanes. Guy. Arist friend.
There goes another tree.
No, he's doing it. He's doing it.
Oh, they might go online. The ping comes out. This guy.
Okay, so they're kind of peeking in and out. Arist found has a little cubby hole here in the trees. They know the path is there, but they don't know Arist is in the cubby.
Crap, I forgot to turn on my in-game audio. Enable open mic. Close. There we go. All right, in-game audio's on. So Arist, 255 gold. Still just buying pretty much all consumables. The king of supports. His cut through
Dyer's
tree does go
mid-tower
down
could use a
now,
little
so he's
help.
going to need to chop another one down. But he bought like 8 tangos, so...
Yeah, I mean, he
Get him.
knows where his strengths
Get
are.
him! Uh-oh, Xanax is in trouble. I'm
Fell
just going to
asleep
call him
a little bit
Xanax from
there.
now
I
on.
think
There's
Danny.
the hold. There's the hex. There's the
they
hold.
got
There's
him.
the smash from Blinding Hack. Rotation in. RP does go off somewhere, but I'm going to stay here. Spike does go him. He's able to save him with the grave here. This could be big if they can turn this.
1 second to go. It's going to go down. Oh, no, they turned it around. Going to go for Arist, but he has all these tangos. He's getting away. In the meantime, they chase down Kazi over by the tier 2. Arist turning it around. Jorah getting low, but I think they're going to get Eris goes down.
So I did not see what happened with the RP. Could you inform me of that? Because I was watching the
Yeah.
fight in the jungle.
So Floydian and Young Choppa caught out the Magnus in the woods, and they were trying to chase him down. He tried to use the RP just to defend himself, but they caught him by the tier 2 eventually. And Luna died.
Yeah, I was staring at that, but that was very. I didn't.
happened?
There was no call to be made. It just happened.
Anyway, Kazi's back. He goes right back in the woods. He knows Floydian is apparently just camping in here. A lot of action.
Yeah, this is what we like in the RD2L. Fight.
Kazi might as well just chase him back to mid.
Dire's top tower.
Floydian wants to get aggressive.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, okay, he's got the punch ready. Let's see if he does it.
Nah,
No.
he's not going to be able to kill him. RP's down for another 51 seconds. These guys are just like walking into each other awkwardly. So
Yes,
top
he's,
lane, this is interesting. Both supports are back at base. I don't think Eris did die. The Young Choppa did not die, but he was way over here.
Yeah, he was
So-
off helping to kill Kazi.
This is actually good. They're getting Jorah a little bit more room to do some farming, and this is a carry. I've seen him in the past. He does really well if he can get his farm up.
Well, yeah. One thing I'd like to note is on bot lane, Izanami's caught up on farm, so he's running pretty even with King Reptar now.
Reptar very low on mana now. He does have his arcanes up though, so not going to be a permanent problem.
Looks like Izanami's going to be rushing at Lincoln's. He's already got the Ring of Health. If the game keeps going like it is, I would almost like to see Medallion out of him before he goes for the Lincolns, because it looks like they might have to get a little bit frisky in the mid game, get some fights going.
Yeah, I mean they do have the wombo combo factor here, so
The problem is the Wombo combo is not quite so good if you're way under leveled, which it looks like is going to be the case.
yeah,
But they're
I
still pretty far off of 6 on their sports.
they might be able to. They're almost a 5 online, and that's the big one. Dazzle, you hit your grave and you're kind of done for now.
Well, also Lion's like 4,000 gold away from Zagadim's, man.
That's true. He's close. He's close.
This could take. Oh, and a little exchange of kills here in the mid lane.
Something happened. People died.
Yeah, Tusk tried to get aggressive, dive onto the tower. Did not quite work, but he did get the kill first. So I guess he had the right idea. No experience for Mag. I want to see what they. Yeah. So we're about half a level ahead on Tusk right now. He's level 8. Magnus is fair bit of the way through level 7.
And the last hits are pretty even for those two, but the big story is PA is at 30 last hits and Jorah on the Luna is at 19. So they really need some more last hits for these guys.
I'm surprised Mag's not leading a little bit more. His
Ping
nuke
comes
is
out
much better
unjusted.
for
If he gets
farming.
caught, there's going to be no shallow grave to save himself. And Xanax is really low.
And
Xanique.
Choppa's just going. He sees they're all there.
Young Choppa don't care. He cuts through the trees. He hexes. He holds Dazzle. No, he holds. Is Dazzle going to get the grave up? Dazzle does not get the grave up, and he's going to just turn and kill him too. Shockwave does come through. Is RP available? RP is available, I believe.
I think
No,
he's just on
50
Eris.
seconds.
I might want to
About
mine the
got
top
him.
tower.
He
But the
does
last
get
tick of the
Eris.
poison touch actually gets it. Oh, see if the RP comes out.
He doesn't have it. 43 seconds, but he is going to get Young Choppa. So that's 2 kills for Mag, and he should be on a kill. No, actually, he just died, so he's not on a killing spree. But doing
Really
quite well.
good TP reaction from Mag. The whole team's up here. Reptar's here as well.
Yeah. They could try to force
So-
down a tower here and try to loosen this lane up a bit.
Yeah, I think that was exactly what they needed.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of a win on the top lane. Sure, took the whole team showing up,
Dire's
but
mid towers.
I mean,
let's
they got
take-
the kills.
technical
So it's
difference.
not
let's take a look at the
Important.
gold and XP real quick. 2,000 gold for EmP, but it's kind of holding steady. And then XP, very fluctuating,
down,
about
will last
750 right
much
now,
longer.
but that's not a whole lot to talk about. So pretty
they
even.
can
Oh,
catch
they might
up
be able to get
blinding
blinding hack here. They do get blinding hack. That's huge. And Eris is in trouble too. He's too deep. He's going to go down.
Mid tower could use a little help.
And RP is now available.
Tenik needs to move a little bit. He's getting a bit low.
Radiant's
See if he
top
gets out.
tower's hurting.
Yeah, so
Radiant's toughened up their structure.
without Young Choppa there, they're a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah.
Young Choppa providing the heals and the
Guess what's
tankiness.
happening to Dire's bottom tower?
It's a game now. 7-7. Looks like Mag has 3 other kills. Hope they have a second, please.
Yeah, really nice plays. Or rotations more like from weak old food to get back into this. But the unsung hero so far is still Weaver, who is at 1,100 gold along with his Ring of Health, and is pressuring the bottom tier 1. He's leading the last hit chart. Last hits in general are starting to go the way of EM Peru. because they're requiring so many rotations just to deal with the pressure on top lane.
Yeah. Let's. I think right now. Sorry, I was messing with my overlays. I think that the last few fights, the balance of the tri-lane was actually very close. It didn't look like it. It looked like EmP had a complete dominance. But the second Young Chappa left, the 3v2, just even without Mag there, just the Dazzle, the Hex off Zanik, and Jorah there with his higher level Luna.
They really need Young Chappa there for these fights because just Shadow Shaman PA isn't that much damage. Like, their kind of essential combo, it looked like, was PA Dagger providing the slow so Tree can run up and use Leech Seed.
Yep.
But without that, it's just Shackle and then PA kind of plinking away. Because PA still doesn't do that much damage. Well, okay, got Phase Boots up, so it's not too bad, but...
So Izanami has his Ring of Health. He's still a good ways from his Lincoln Sphere, of course. But working on it.
He has enough for his Medallion, which I still think would be good, but I don't think he's going to go for it.
No, I think he's gonna go the traditional. When you're left alone as a Weaver, you feel, I don't know. I at least feel like I should just go straight for my Lincoln Sphere and play safe.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, that's true. That makes a lot of sense because they're gonna want the Weaver to kind of go and make space via distraction in the mid game, so that the Wombo combo can't just barrel down all their lanes.
Yeah,
so the Lincolns is what lets you stay elusive.
And they really need a hero that's not involved in this crazy shenanigans up top, because it only takes one good RP, and this top lane, you can lose 3 people very quickly.
Yep. Yeah, otherwise, looking through the itemization, we're going to see... We have Phase Boots out, and he's going to be going for drums on the Phantom Assassin, which, very good. After that, I would expect to see either a Yasha or perhaps straight into BKB for him. Treant Protector, can't click on him, he just has boots. Shadow Shaman doesn't have boots. And then, let's see, Floydian has Phase Boots on Tusk, and about 1,000 gold. What do you think he's going to be going for here?
That's a good question. I would not call myself a Tusk player, so it's hard to say. He could go Shadow Blade, which would be kind of good here. He could get involved in these fights and get some nice initiation, because I think really they do have the nice, early game tri-lane initiation of, dagger into Leech Seed into all that nice stuff. But if there's a 3 or 4 person fight, you need someone to get in on the Dazzle or the Lion and able to take them out quickly. So I think a Shadow Blade would be a good pickup on Tusk.
You think he has time to get to Shadow Blade? Can he get 2,000 gold before the Wombo is ready to start pushing towers?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Might be more practical to just go for a Blink Dagger.
He could. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, a lot of it's going to come down to... Another thing that would be good is maybe a mech. The problem with this is he'd get really severe mana problems at that point, but they're going to need one. There's very little farm up on the supports.
Maybe, I'm looking at items real quick. Maybe, some Mighty Serious Poop. I don't know. He could pick up the Medallion.
Yeah.
Actually,
Medallion wouldn't be bad.
He could pick
Medallion onto whoever's getting shackled is going to be a big boost to PA and the punch damage.
Everything that's good to pick up, and this would be very abnormal for a Tusk to pick up for sure, because you need him to do lots of damage, but you could pick up support items from the mid. You could pick up like a... No, I'm taking a look. You could pick up maybe a Yules? Maybe? It's kind of a funny item to pick up, but no, I think he's either going to go, like you said, Yasha. Oh, no, you said Yasha for PA, but he could also go Yasha. He doesn't really need it. He can go to Fusel. It'd be kind of interesting. It might be nice for the supports. I guess you don't really need it. What happened?
I said we'll live in all chat. Forgot they... Yeah, they were saying that
You're fucking banned.
I have no pity stays quiet. Look at you following the rules. Letting the man cow you into submission. But, I guess whoever it is back. Who was gone in the first place?
All right, so I want to see what Floydian's going to go.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Tree, what a hero.
Oh.
So it looks like they're going to TP in bottom, go back to their lanes, Reptar bottom. They might be, an Invis on Young Chapel might be good.
Yeah, they got
Dire's
to put that in
mid
the
tower's
bottom.
having
Okay, I think we're going to
technical
see
difficulties.
Armlet Tusk.
I didn't mention that, but okay.
Well, he's got the helm.
Yes.
I really don't think it's going to be a Dominator.
Uh,
Yeah, it's...
I think you're right.
Or how about this? Veil of Discord. Nah, that's bad. They don't have enough magic damage. So yeah, probably Armlet.
Floydian's thinking about it.
Power
Fighting
Call,
on
he went
Kazi.
He went Armlet on his Night Stalker in the last game we casted.
Yes.
So he's an
But
Armlet.
they want to do this. They can, too, if Eris goes in there and gets the Hex.
Yeah, Floating, getting ready, bottling up on high ground. Arist.
He's
Yeah,
thinking.
looking-
He's thinking.
Kind of creeping around.
He-
Is he going to do it? He attacks the...
He gets the Hex.
There goes the chicken.
There's a shock. There's the hold. The snowball of death. The punch.
Do it.
The RP animation is not enough.
Interrupts the RP with the big punch.
I should have watched a
done.
replay
Shuts
of
him
that.
up with his fist. What a guy.
What a fist it is. Look at that
He talks
fist.
with his hands. He's like, oh, you want to negotiate? No. Alright, so top lane. We're just kind of mixing and matching. Are they
Oh,
gonna go
we have a
on
double
Lightning?
stun. Blinding Hack's going to go down again with a Finger of Death. Maybe unnecessary, but that's a carry, so it's worth it.
Completely unnecessary, but whatever. They get a kill.
Kills are kills, man.
That's true.
So this is big. They're really... PA, I feel like, got to a great start, but they're shutting it down pretty well. If you look at net worth, though, she's doing well, actually. Net worth tells a big story. Tusk doing
Dire's
wonderfully
bottom
mid
tower's
lane.
getting the business.
Oh,
Two down.
oh, he gets it back. He kills both of them. He gets complete revenge for him earlier, killing Arist
Aw.
and the Tusk. Kazi, what a player.
Dire's bottom tower.
Getting the RP interrupted, he comes back and kills him.
All right, so we have a 3 rotating top. Who's coming in? The Lion is coming in. They should be able to get a kill here, too. They're going to go straight on Blinding Hack. Oh, he's too far out. They need rotations. There's the stun. Stun misses, but the ultimate comes in. Oh, no, they might be able to get Young Choppa, and that's
Guess
about
what's
it.
happening to Dire's
Oh, there's the
bottom
overgrowth. They're
tower.
going to be able to turn on Jorah. They do. Jorah goes down. The mana drain on Young Choppa, but oh, just too much right click.
Save.
Oh, that's not
Where
going to
did all
save you,
that
my friend.
damage come from? Leech Seed, too good. Wow.
Good item.
Yep.
You do not have air pay
Pick up
this
Kazi.
time. Blinks
Kazi
out.
He has Shockwave. They need to get a kill. I think they can.
They can get Young Choppa,
Shockwave
no
goes out
question.
really close to Young Choppa.
Dire's mid tower.
Getting
won't
ticked down, he
last
gets
much
living
longer.
armor. It's going to keep him safe from the poison touch. He's going to get out.
All right, so when I said no question, I meant maybe.
Dire's mid
Yeah.
tower could use the Dire.
Weaver
couldn't get on
is
that
very
mid
dead
tower.
bottom, meanwhile. Looks like he's taking a lot of pure damage. He's going to have to go all the way home, I think. He does have this ring of health, but that's just too much. Look at
He
that.
has no mana either.
I did not
so-
know that
Dire's
when
mid
Weaver is
tower
really
is having
injured, he like
technical
drags his
difficulties.
rear legs.
Yeah, he does this like injured bug walk.
That's
And
hilarious.
the Shadow Shaman awards are dropped for the first time, I think, mid to
Dire's
take up
mid
tower.
won't last
He's
much
got some
longer.
fancy looking servant wards.
Yeah, I know. They don't actually come into... those look kind of cool. They don't show up
Yeah.
correctly in the portrait. Meanwhile, top,
Oh, yeah.
Slow comes out on Floydian, but he's fine. His punch is up, but it's going to be down in a second. Dagger's going out. Nothing really happened to him. RP is available in 13 seconds.
I think the punch cooldown is too long. I don't see any reason for it to be 30 seconds. It's not that good.
I think the idea is you need to cast it.
Dire's mid
They want to
tower
make you...
won't
Ooh,
last much
crits on
longer.
the PA dagger. They want you to have to cast it knowing you're about to use it. It's not something you should cast and walk around with.
I think it'd be kind of cool if you could, if the it hung around for longer in the cooldown, so you could kind of double dip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Tusk is like
Overpowered.
good. Not that good, in my opinion. We'll see what he does with it, but
So they do have a ward bottom to try to deal with this Weaver, but they are really still leaving him a little bit too much alone, in my opinion.
ED bottled by Mag. They would have loved to have that on Tusk. But let's see, Jorah still down on farm. They really need to get him on top. He's their only carry. He needs to be ahead in farm, but doing a good job keeping pressure on him with this EA tree kind of double.
Yeah, we really haven't seen the Timbersaw involved in too much yet. He's kind of been doing his thing bottom. Once in a while moving in, but we do see a support come bottom. Lion's going to come in here to try to take care of this Weaver. And this is big. He just used Shikuchi. Are they able to get the stun? They do get the stun. Here comes the Hex. And he's a fish. And he's dead.
That was a good finger. They wouldn't have got that.
No, that was perfect. They did they did have a ward there, so they were able to...
Nah, he would have been fine. He just would have run out. They didn't have any more damage. Timber was out of mana. That was a perfect finger of death. I commend you, Zanik.
So meanwhile, top lane, Jorah's trying to catch up.
Enjoy going for the safest of safe builds so far. Treads into drum.
It actually
They're
looks
just-
like they chose to move Kazi top to kind of just, hang out and be the mid protector of Jorah.
Yeah, I mean they kind of have to do that, but it's really hurting Kazi. He should have his blink by now.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes.
I mean maybe not because he already got Arcanes, but should be really soon, and he's still like 800, 900 away.
Well, you can skewer in here and try to get
Well,
an RP.
Well, they have a stack. That's gonna be they have a stack to farm.
Oh, we have 4 top. They're thinking about going. They might go here. He skewers in. Oh, the Hex is too much. There's a hit.
Now they come back in.
Now the tree, but they are going to be able to get Eris. It looks like the Weave is there. They're able to get a Leech Seed out on one, but Chapla's going to go down as well. Luna Ult is available, but they're not going to use it. Oh, and there's Raptor doing his job.
Reptar, not Raptor,
Reptar.
from Rugrats.
Reptar Odar.
Top towers and bad
You ever see
shape.
Rugrats?
The Dire gave up
I don't think
bottom
I've seen
tower.
Rugrats. I mean, I've seen
seriously?
Rugrats, but like I didn't watch it when I was a kid. Let's put it that way.
Radiant's
No,
top
you're from
towers
America?
taking
Thought you were-
hits.
Thought you were native. You're from like
You were a native.
you some
I'm
kind of
from-
Soviet refugee from Belarus. And never told me.
No, I'm
Radiant's
from
top
hippie land.
towers
I'm from,
bad.
like,
The Radiant
Ithaca.
lost the top tower.
Everybody watches Rugrats. Great show.
Watch like Granolas weekly. So let's see. EMP Floydian's able to get a haste rune.
He should do the stack right now. Kazi has DD. Just get that Empower up and. fill the
He's
stack.
got his blink though.
Good.
He
Okay.
can leave. He should leave this for Luna.
That's true. Well,
Nah. Whatever. So Luna has her drums up. That's going to help a little bit. I think, even though WOF is behind in farm, behind in their last hits, Jorah might go down here. Nah, not going to go down here. They have the Wombo combo, and that's their game plan. So if they can just make it happen a few times, force some fights, now's the time. They have their RP. They're going to have the blink on Mag, which I think is flying out. It is flying out. 3 mid. They can just barrel down mid at this point. They have their finger up. They have all the ultimates. It's time. Time to fight.
Yeah, I mean, so everybody's. We have 11 on Timber. We have 11 on Mag.
Dire's
8
top towers getting
8 and
beat
7 on
down.
the supports and 9 on Jorah. So they're, might be time to start 5-manning.
Mash that W. Mash that W.
Top
Oh,
tower.
Justin gets popped.
he does. Needs to get that Shallow Grave up on himself to buy his team a little bit of time. They do have the Wombo here. The dagger comes in. Jorah's the bait.
Oh, blinding hack.
Oh, not
there we go.
Kazi trying to get in there, but his team's a little far back, and they all have to retreat now.
So what do we still need for week old food to start just 5-manning? I think they're almost ready.
They're ready right now, I
Even
think.
they had trouble in the landing phase. I think, well, one thing, maybe a mech, but I don't see any realistic way for them to get that quickly.
Yeah.
Bottom lane,
No, this is not happening.
very good. Floating's doing a pretty good job here of kind of controlling the pace of the game, running around, getting the pickoffs, because as long as they have a guy keep getting picked off, they can't gear up and push the towers.
Yeah, and he does have his Armulet up now, so he's hitting pretty hard and pretty fast.
It's what? Why do you say Armulet?
I don't know. Armlet.
There you go.
Armleta.
There you go. A little speech therapy on the screen for you guys.
Oh, that's going to be the end of Eris. He's out too far. 3 there. He's alone. No, he's not alone, but he feels
He's got
alone.
it. Come on, Arist. I believe in you.
That's 4
Nah.
in a row.
Alright, didn't work.
Kazi doesn't believe in you.
Again.
Dominating.
They always need to have 2 heroes in your Arist so he can use his maximal trialing skills.
I know. He works well in groups.
Yeah, man.
On his Dota resume, works well in groups. So if we take,
Peru.
I think we should take a look at the vision real quick. So even though the mid tower went down, WOF has chosen to, or Weak Old Food, I'll return for them to that, has chosen to do still standard wards. And I actually think they really need to protect their jungle a little more. They have no vision all the way up through here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just looking to wards, I had it backwards. Who's or what? They have really aggressive wards from EM Peru. Really trying to make sure Jorah doesn't catch up.
Yeah, wonderful warding by them. And I think WOF needs some, Weak Old Food needs some more defensive wards.
I mean, but if they're going to get ready to go soon, then...
They want to get Blinding Hack, but he's going to be able to get out, no problem. No problem. And actually, Tusk Snowball's going to come in, and Reptar is going to go down again.
Oh, not the trees, no!
Mid-chain.
Floating, too good.
Yeah. Effective, getting in there and doing his job. Meanwhile, they're going to go on Zanik, I think. Yeah, he's just going to melt.
Izanami, though, a little bit weakened. Let's see if they're going to go with the... They don't. They do not.
They're in a lot of trouble. They do get Shadow Grave off. Oh, big RP is going to be able to skewer them back. He gets two back into the tower. Wonderful skewer.
Shockwave and a Floatian.
Oh, the armlet toggle. No, please. The armlet toggle too strong. They do take down Kazi, and Justin is going to pay as well.
Oh, that's too bad. I mean,
That's 4 in a row.
situation was kind of lost from the beginning of that fight, but I thought they could turn around with the RP, but the skewer wasn't right. Skewer wasn't quite right, and the armlet toggle saved him. They wanted to bring all three into tower range, I think, with the skewer, and then get the triple shockwave, but
yeah, they
only
missed
one under the tower, only one shockwave. Wasn't enough damage.
No, they got two under the tower. They missed one of the three. Didn't get skewered in. I think the PA didn't. Well, no, the PA did get skewered in, but she was able to blink out immediately, straight down like that.
You know the drill.
Okay.
So it was only one in the end.
Down. This is going to be a tower.
Yeah, they can't fight into this right now. They have ultimates down. They don't have RP. Zanik actually might pay.
Well, if they can get a little bit of the right look, they'll be okay. Timbersaw is not reliant on long cooldowns, so they can at least go for the tower deny if they can get down these wards like now. Get the wards. Get the wards. Done.
And they do get the deny. Well
Very
done.
good.
Dyer's top
I really think that
tower's
EMP
been
could have
disowned.
gone in there and fought. They're going to try to go into Izanami here, and if they can get the initiation, they'll be able to get it. He's running down. Do they spot him? No, they do not.
Yeah, without Blink on Lion, it's going to be really hard for them to catch him. Well, Lion does have
Dyer's
1,200,
bottom tower's
1,300
getting the
gold.
business.
He's
He
saving
does.
for Blink, definitely.
He might be going for mech. They do need one. Dazzle doesn't have any
Guess what's
form.
happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
I'd like to see Blink, but it's possible they'll opt for the mech. I don't know.
They're going to try to get Floyd in here. No, actually, they stay mid, so they do not rotate down to try to get him.
That fish ability is just a jam. That's the coolest thing ever.
It is wonderful. So the buggies are coming in. The smashing by Kazi.
We had not spent a lot of time discussing him, other than saying he'll probably go for Liggins, which he's done. Wow. I'm actually surprised. He's second on last hits. Blinding Hack. Really doing a great job keeping up on his farm. He has BKB Drum Helm at 23 minutes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's very happy. Happy and comfortable ahead in last hits. He's now farming the enemy jungle. And Weak Old Food needs to make something happen, I think. Leech Seed is so good. They're going to have to pop that Lincolns now every time, and that's going to be difficult.
I mean, Weak Old Food's got all their cooldowns back. There's still no items they really need. Something's breaking.
They're going to go on Arist here. Looks like they're going to be able to get him. The pure. Oh, he misses on the Timber Chain, but they do get him in the end. So 5 men to kill him, but they don't burn any ultimates, which is good.
You know, I mean, it's fine for Ian Peru to lose one at a time like this. They just need to kind of delay. PA and Weaver is not something that Weak Old Food can deal with in the late game unless they get their perfect combo off.
And they're 5-manning now. They have all their ultimates up. They need to keep Kazi in the back. He cannot die. He needs to blink in and hit his RP. Young Chop was right here. He has a blink dagger up as well, and he also has Overgrowth available, so he can blink in Overgrowth, and then...
Well, if you look on the top lane, Blinding Hack is getting ready to pressure the tier 3.
Wow.
The Dyer best do
And
something
Just
about
is going to
that
TP back, but
Radiant's
the Overgrowth doesn't catch him. He does get back.
Wow, that... Man, Overgrowth needs to be better.
Uncharacteristic
skill.
mistake. Yeah, that is not a great skill.
Yeah, I would have thought that worked.
We've
But-
got big engagement about to happen. They're rotating down. Dagger comes out on Jorah. Wants to go for it. Zanik is there, so if he blinks in, he's going to be blinking into a support with 2 stuns. Izanami is set up here too, and Floydian waiting around with yet. He didn't need to get a.
Double snowball.
Yep.
Somebody's cooking.
Boom. The RP does catch Floydian, which honestly probably worth it. Oh, Blinding Hack blinks into an ultimate from Jorah, but he does have his BKB up now, and there come the
They have
wards.
nothing to deal with that without RP. Izanami just casually walking through the tower. They get the wards down, plinking away here.
That's a 1-for-1. It was time for Floydian to die, though. He was doing almost too well.
On the other hand,
Oh, they get the Hex. Reptar is trapped. No, he's not trapped. Never mind.
oh yeah, still level 1 hex here for Shadow Shaman, so not gonna do a whole lot. One
Very
thing
small
is
fish.
that even though Floating went down, he ate 2 of the big ults here, so it's gonna be 100 seconds before weak old food is gonna be ready to go again. They gotta wait for the eclipse to cool down because they can't fight without their full combo.
They ping out on Blinding Hack, and he's far out. Is he going to have time to back up? He does. Does he have a TP? He does not have a teleport, but he does have drums, so yeah, there it goes. But we've got Blink Daggers available on Kazi, so they choose not to
Yeah.
go for him.
Looks like Kazi's gonna turn around and go right into Refresher. He's already got the Perseverance.
They need it. With the BKBs up, I think it's their best choice. And Kazi is doing Ocam Farm. If you take a quick look at net worth, I haven't looked at the graphs in a while. Luna, 8,000. Tusk, 8,000. 7,000 on your mag. But the big thing is 11.5 on your PA. So if you
Guess
take a
what's
look at
happening in the
XP,
Dyer's bottom tower?
looks like about 5,000 in favor of VM Peru. Pretty solid. And about 8,000 gold advantage.
Yeah, and I think that's just going to keep growing. EMP is really playing this well. They're keeping the map spread out, finding the pickoffs, keeping the pressure on the different lanes so that weak old food can't just gear up and barrel down one of them.
Weak Old
So
Food
unless
needs to force some team
They
fights.
need-
That's their.
I think they need to pick off themselves.
Oh, how does he see him? He
two-man
gets the
RP.
RP. Skewers back 2. Snowball is going to be really annoying. The Dazzle does get his weave off, but they're going to get Eris. They might be able to get Floydian here. The chain does go in. There's the, and the finger gets him.
Death to all betrayers.
And
Yeah,
the
that's-
pings come out on the ward. They're like, hey guys, there's
Yeah, good ward, good ward.
there's a ward there. Yeah.
And then
there
both
is.
teams actually have the hill in the Radiant jungle ward as well. Although Radiance is about to wear off.
And meanwhile, they're just going to 4-man down mid and leave, who is this back here? Reptar in the back to try to slow down this push, which he'll be able to do. He's pretty good pushing.
Yeah,
push
they did
preventer.
not use Eclipse in that fight. Top Young Choppa canceling the TPs again. Obnoxious.
That's
So
annoying.
Blinding Hack, it might.
Dyer's
don't know if he can
bottom
go for
tower's
Reptar,
getting
but
Dyer just couldn't
Reptar won't be
save
able to
that
force him
bottom
out.
tower.
So meanwhile, they
Radiant's
do trade a tier
mid-tower
2 for a
ain't
tier
doing
2.
so
Izanami
good.
is able to get bottom tower.
My gratitude.
And last it goes to the Lion, who has his Blink Dagger and Dust. So now they can actually start initiating on this Weaver if they need to. Jorah's going to run right
Guess
into
what's happening
Blinding
to
Hack
Dyer's
here.
bottom tower?
Lucent
Let's
Beam
see
comes
the
out.
Eclipse. The Eclipse.
He's got BKB. I mean,
Oh, that's true. It's not. Well, make him pop it. I don't
The
know.
Dyer best
it will
do
make him
something
pop it,
about
but I
that
think he wants to
bottom
wait
tower.
for Kazi's RP.
Yeah, it's better to hold the Eclipse.
So
Anyway.
he is 1,600 gold off, I believe. Correct?
Now, Izanami getting crazy here. He's
Gets
diving
skewered.
into
He's
base.
dead.
Dyer's bottom tower's getting
A little bit
the
too
business.
aggressive.
I did not see
I mean-
why he was there.
And he hadn't died the whole game, right? I guess he did die at one point, but he's been having he's been playing his old game the whole time. He got a little over aggressive. He was pushing out the tier 3 and tried to dive onto Zanik, I think.
So if we take a look at kill deaths, Mag is leading with kills, 8 kills and 4 deaths, but the PA is also doing quite well. The Lion actually has 6 kills, so it'd be nice to be getting some of these kills on your Timbersaw, not your Lion, but
I believe gold is still going the way of the Emperor pretty heavily, yeah. Which is interesting because they have fewer kills. And
well,
that's
it's
just
going
'cause
their way,
they're-
but it's pretty even. I mean, it's flattened out is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, they don't need to keep gaining more advantage. As long as they have the advantage, they're good because
Yeah.
they're the guys who want to take it late. They're the guys who want to spread out the map and farm more. That said, I'm kind of surprised not to see it keep going up.
Oh, that's That's a big pickup. The BKB up on Luna. That's going to prevent any of Tusk's crap. And Tusk is almost dead. What is he doing?
He was just ancienting, I think. They have a stack.
Ah, okay.
They don't really have any way to farm it, unfortunately.
He also is going BKB. So they need this refresher on Mag, for sure. And he's not that far off. About 1,000 gold off now.
So we've got a hammer up on Weaver. You think it's another BKB or Desolator?
I think
Probably
it's
Desolator.
Desolator. Yeah, they've got a front line. They don't need another front
But that
line.
said, once they have the Desolator, I wouldn't be that surprised to see him go back for BKB also. Because all they have to do is live through the combo.
Yep, and they don't need him to be the damage dealer. They have Phantom Assassin, who's going MKB now. So
Yeah, triple BKB up without a whole lot being accomplished is a nightmare for this Weak Old Food lineup.
yes, for
There's
sure.
still a tier 1 up on bottom. They are not getting done what they need to get done. At
They're
this
grouping
point-
up here. Justin might be about to be the sacrificial lamb here, and he's gonna just.
Excommunicated.
Danny cannot go for this. Okay. Yeah, and that's, again, 40 seconds of delay, although they don't look to be that aggressive about pushing.
You don't want to
They are
blink in
gonna
there. You don't.
They are starting to contest the Ancient stack. They're catching out Kazi. He skewers out.
They do have RP. They do have Luna's ultimate up. The BKB is not actually up yet on Floydian. His health is very low, but they do end up getting the stack. Radiant, very happy. That's going to give him a nice
Bottom
bump.
tower's
167
getting the
last hits for this PA. He's just doing work.
Well, it's kind of interesting at this point. Is I almost feel like Weak Old Food also has the tools to kind of spread out and take advantage of the map if they choose to do that. They've mostly been deciding to group up and try to push towers, but considering how badly they're being outmaneuvered, maybe it's time for them to calm down and try to farm up exactly what they need for the big fights. If they can get Ags Lion,
if they can get
finish
Ags
up the
Lion,
neck on Dazzle,
if they can
try
get
to
Ags
get the farm instead of what they're doing, maybe that might be the right choice. I don't
yeah.
know.
Lion is very far from Ags, so but if he was
He's-
if he was able to get it onto those RPs, I mean, they'd melt the other team.
I mean, he is the entire item away from Ags,
Yeah.
basically.
Yes, he is. He went Blink Dagger, which he had to do.
Then again, it's 30 minutes in.
So Jor's actually going to go for the Manta style here. It could just be a casual Yasha, but it's going to be Manta style. Still pretty defensive. I'd like to see some damage coming out of him a little bit more. They're going to start running into damage issues with PA because of the evasion.
Yeah, well, he probably needs to go NKB next, honestly.
Yes, I agree.
That's the benefit of having a PA on your team, forcing MKB, which, I don't know, MKB just not a good item against not evasion, so...
Yeah, I mean, it gives you attack speed, which is nice. We do see the smoke. Looks like they're going to try to catch PA out here. They know that...
Unless you're hitting an evasive target, MKB is just worse.
Oh, they're going to get him. Hex?
Oh, they got him.
No, BKB, if he had been half a
Excellent
second
BKB.
faster, they would have
That
been
was
able to
the
get him. They're going to
perfect
chase him.
They needed to Hex. They can't do anything. Yeah. Needed to lead with the Hex instead
Yeah.
of... You can't dodge it.
The Lion was
Dive best do
walking around the
something about
corner,
that
and if he
bottom
had
tower.
slightly faster fingers, it would have gotten him there. But, you
Or
know,
if
it's
he had
hard.
Hexed. Or if he had Hex instead of casting Impale. He dodged the Impale while it was in flight.
Well, he hit... Yes. He had hit BKB just as he had started to Earth Spike.
Right. I mean, Hex would have worked, and then they would have got the kill. That's the thing. You gotta initiate with the Hex in most situations.
Yes. Oh, and King Reptar is going to be in a lot of trouble. Chain out. Nope, Overgrowth. Does chain out, but it's not going to matter. And Lion tries
he's
to hit...
next.
Yeah, he's dead.
No, that's
Five in a
yeah,
row.
right. Yeah, that doesn't work out for him.
No. You can't leave two alone near the PA. Just too much
Yeah, well,
initiation
Mid
range.
towers having
That was
technical
actually like a cute little
difficulties.
move by Blinding Yak. He TP'd to the tier 2, I think, instead of all the way back to base, and then just went and hid in trees.
Ah.
They assumed he was back at base, and they didn't have to worry about him, but he was still there. And Floydian, not happy. I don't know what he's talking about, but
I don't either.
got the BKB up, though. Life can't be too bad.
Oh, the BKB is on cooldown right now. And I don't believe he was involved in a fight recently.
Mind games. He's got his items set out like the opposite of how I do it. I always have Armlet in the upper left.
Yeah. N is his hotkey for Armlet. Maybe he has
No,
a...
N is your hotkey for that spot. We don't know what his hotkeys are.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it did that. Jorah just apparently doesn't care. And again, Izanami's in deep here. Do they have a lion to blink in?
Honestly, they can't really get him without Lion.
There comes the lion,
Yeah,
but it's a
let's
little
see.
too late.
Got free. He did go Desolator. He's only got 1,000 gold. I think he's probably just going to sit on his nest egg until he gets closer to the next item, and then we'll see what he's going to do. Again, I wouldn't be shocked by BKB. He kind of still needs it because they're able to get through the Lincolns. It'll prevent him from getting ganked, but in a team fight, he'll need BKB.
6
Oh! That'd be a one-shot on
Fighting
lion.
out with the crit, he's getting too big to deal with.
There's the RP. They do get two, but
there's
they don't have a follow-up. There's a second RP. They do have the second RP, but they're doing no damage.
They got nothing done. There were too many creeps around for the Eclipse. They're just going to chop down Jorah.
2 down.
The Sisters of the
8 in a
Veil.
row.
Jessica goes down as well. King Reptar not able to TP out or Timber Chain out. He's going to go down as well.
Kazi might also... Yep, there's the lock-in. He's
Blinding
done.
Hack bringing it with the crits. And there we go. Ultra kill.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
And they're in trouble now. They have 2 lanes in. They're going to get the bottom lane racks, and it looks like they're also going to get the top lane.
Yeah, this is GG.
Dyer's bottom racks ain't in a
So,
happy place.
yeah, they ran into the damage problem there, and that's the problem with if you go Manta style on Luna, which is a great item if you're trying to do your pushing, but you just see more damage. And there it is, the GG from Jorah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the issue in this game was EmP just had much
Dyer's
better
got one
movement
less
around the
top
map.
tower. The Radiant
They're able
done
to
it.
kind of evade taking big team fights on top of their own towers. So WF can never push, and
Yeah.
eventually the net worth advantage and carry advantage is enough for EmP to take it.
Yep, Ian Peru played the exact game they wanted to play. So
Yeah, I think it's telling that right when they won the fight, they were on top of the towers. You could just push right away. That was GG. One
Yep.
big fight won was it.
beautifully done. Well, that's going to be it for game 1, guys. Pretty even game, so I'm excited to see how game 2 goes. I'm Have No Pity, joined by LPNF, and we will see you for game number 2.